Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here, and I have Milo hair all over everything. In today's video, as you saw in the title and thumbnail, we're going to review the OPI Wicked collection. This is their holiday 2024 collection / their winter collection, same thing. We have 12 polishes, so let's get into them. All right, first up we have Nessay's Rose, and this one is the red in the collection. As you guys saw, every holiday or most holidays, OPI gives us a red. The formula is absolute perfection at one coat. I mean, you don't even need two. You're gonna see in my live swatch. Oh my God. I mean, if you do two, it's fine too, but I'm saying like the opacity on this, the coverage is top notch. This is good, good, good. All right, next up we have Witch O'Clock. And this one, when I saw the first red, I was so hopeful for this one. I was like, it's gonna be perfect. And unfortunately, it is not. There is something really, really wrong with this formula. It is not the opacity, because it's very opaque even at one coat. If the formula would have been okay, I think this would have been a one coater, but there's something odd in this formula, and it doesn't go away no matter how much you shake the polish. It's some sort of like an oil slick thing going on where you can see streaks inside the polish as if it were a pearl, but it's not. It's a solid. It seems like some sort of a mixture issue, and I don't remember if I saw this issue with Ochre the Moon a while back in the Fall Wonders collection. I don't know if it was me or someone else. I know there was some issues with Ochre the Moon that are similar to what this has. And it's very unfortunate because I think the color is great. It goes beautifully with the theme. It's the same exact color as the letters. And I am hoping that this was just a batch and I got unlucky and you guys don't experience this, because it's a very good polish. The opacity is fantastic, but unfortunately, when you apply it, the streaks don't go away. Not even after the polish dries did they go away for me. All right, next up we have Fierro's My Mani, and this one's very, very electric. And before I even tell you anything about this polish, I want to put it next to Orly It's Brittany Beach, because you're all going to ask me. So this one's much darker. This one's like fall or winter, and then summer, spring. You can tell that this one is brighter. Also, this has a more opaque formula. And then the next thing is award for best nails goes to another OPI Jelly Blue, but this is much more navy, and this one you can see is more electric. So those are the only two that I can think of that would be similar to this one. First coat was very streaky. It's a jelly that is not opaque. No, it's not opaque. No, I'm sorry. It's a jelly that's not even. Like some jellies, you have to build them up for opacity, but they're not streaky at all. This one's very, very streaky in the first coat. It is not wearable at one coat. So you have to do the second coat. And surprisingly, on that second coat, it did look great. I could still see some of my nail line. And I actually tried the third coat, and I think it looked perfect at 3. It is very, very stunning. It does have that squishy look of the jellies, crellies that we all love. And once you put a glossy top coat on top of it, you're going to have a gorgeous mani that it's probably going to look like a gel. But yeah, the first coat was a little bit of a struggle, so I would say don't worry about it. Just do the first one however it comes. When you do the second one, things are going to be better. So you can either do 1 and 2 coats thin and then a third normal, or you can try to do a first coat and then a second with a little bit of a float and see if that does it for you. Otherwise, just do 2 thin coats and then the last one, the third coat, just do it normally, and it should look very, very beautiful for you guys. All right, up next we have All For Us Sake. This is beautiful. Let me tell you, and it does have like a pearly and also a shifty thing going on. It looks like the top of a shell. It is fabulous, and I expected it to be very, very sheer, and it was not. It is actually, I have in big letters, I'm going to show you guys because I don't want to spoil anything else, but stunning. Stunning at 2 coats, stunning. I really, really love this one. And it does have a pearly finish, which is weird because you're like, you don't like pearls. Right, I don't. But this one, once you're able to get it without the streaks, the brush strokes, I should say, it looks very, very good at 2 coats. I think, let me see. Oh, one thing I have in my notes is that you know how normally when I apply polish, I do center, left, right? That won't work for this because then you're going to get a middle that has a lot of brush strokes. So I would say do left, right, center, and then do a couple feathering strokes to get rid of the lines, and it works perfectly. All right, this polish has a formula that I normally don't like, and it's almost as if you had a jelly and you added a little bit of a pearl and a little bit of some flakies in there. It looks kind of weird on the nail, not gonna lie, but when you put it on the nail, it does feel like a muted kind of metal thing going on, plus like a little bit of a shimmer and a sparkle. But I have to say the formula was very good. So if this is a polish that you like, this is just a matter of like personal preference. The formula is good. It's one example of something that at 1 coat, you could see nail line, but it was even, so it's wearable. If you like nail line, you could wear this at 1. I still did see some nail line at 2, and the nail line went away at 3. But again, it's a matter of preference. It is wearable at any number of coats as far as the streakiness is concerned, so you'll be okay. Right, up next we have Love You Some Munchkin, and this one's the same as the previous one in the wearability of it. You will see nail line at 1 coat. I did see nail line at 2 coats, but very faintly, and then it completely disappeared on that 3rd coat. Now I have to say this one, it doesn't feel, in person, doesn't feel like a gold. It feels like a shimmer yellow. I don't know what the difference is. I couldn't pinpoint it if you try to paint me. But when I put it next to something that feels gold, this doesn't feel just gold. Of course you can say it's a gold because it's a shimmery yellow. It looks gold. But there's something in it that's leaning me to say it's just a shimmer yellow. Is that all golds are shimmer yellows? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, whatever. These names are testing me. Positively Alfaba. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, you'll see the name down here. Don't worry about it. All right, here we have the metallic green in the collection. And you guys, this is perfect at 1 coat. That's all I'm gonna say. This is very, very good. Again, you might see brush strokes. So again, don't do the center, left, right. Do left, right, center with a light feather at the end to reduce the brush strokes. And maybe when it dries, they become a little bit less. But it's very good. The opacity is very, very good. And the color goes with the theme beautifully. I'm kind of sad because you guys know green is my favorite color, and I'm kind of sad that this other green kind of had an issue. Once I watch people's reviews, I'm gonna see if other people didn't encounter an issue. I'll just buy a replacement for this because I really want it to be good. Anyways, but this one, very opaque. I have nothing negative to say other than it is one of those metallics that you might see brush strokes, but again, if you do left, right, center, feather, you'll be fine. And it does have some sort of like a golden thing running throughout, but also, I don't know if you guys can see it here towards the bottom, there's a little hint of something blue. Doesn't show on the nail, it shows green, but I don't know if you guys remember Millennium Mocha when I applied it, how I said that it felt like it had a purple halo around it. This one feels like it has a blue halo around it, and it's so weird because it's not a blue. You don't see blue anywhere in here, but sometimes when you angle the bottle, you can see hints of blue, and maybe at the bottom, I don't know. It's interesting. It's really, really good. All right, next up we have I'm the Wonderfulest, and this one, I have notes, and I want to show you again because look at this. I was like, gorgeous, so gorgeous. I was so excited about it in caps and everything. This polish is fabulous. Very, very fabulous. Now, at 1 coat, you are going to see some nail line. Then at 2 coats, I didn't see any nail line anymore. It does have kind of like a jelly base with a bunch of beautiful details. The glitters that it has, it's not glitters, like a shimmer. They glisten on the nail. Now this has an undertone that I couldn't pinpoint what it was. Actually, when it's on the nail, it's almost as if a denim blue and a teal, a blue leaning teal had a baby. Like, yes, it's blue. It's like sea blue, but there's denim in here and there's a very, very slight hint of a teal thing going on. This is a unique tone of blue. I don't think I have anything else like it, which is weird because I have a lot of polish. All right, up next we have the Flying Gravity. This was like a charcoal with silver shimmers in there and is not wearable at 1 coat, but it is actually perfect at 2 with no nail line or any imperfections whatsoever. It's one of those that's just like, trust the process, do your first coat. Yes, you're gonna see streaks, maybe possibly some bold spots, but that 2nd coat is gonna be perfect. No brush strokes, a perfectly even shimmer. It's like I said, like a charcoal with silver shimmer in it. It is very, very good. It sparkles a lot on the nail. It catches any light that's around it and it just throws it back in your face. Oh my God, it's very, very nice. All right, next up we have Let's Rejoicify. And this one is a similar formula than these two, I have to say, where they're perfect at 2 coats, not really at 1. But this color is like if a wine and a burgundy had a baby. It is not entirely purple. It is not entirely burgundy. It is not a red. So that's all I can think of. Like if you get purple and burgundy and they have a baby, you have this polish. And then you add a bunch of sparkly, rainbowy stuff in it. This is beautiful. Another one where I wrote a lot of gorgeous and stunning in this review. So I was happy about that because I did not expect it. You guys know I'm not by default a lover of like finishes. I prefer creams, and when a collection is very heavy on finishes, it usually throws me off. But these are very, very beautiful. They're not like streaky messes. You know what I'm saying? They look very even on the nail, very gorgeous. It is perfect for the holidays. And I think you guys are gonna love it. This is weird because it's like dusty, but sparkly at the same time. Is that possible? This has it. All right, up next we have Glinda the Good. And as you guys know, because it's like, why is this hot pink in here? This is summer color, yes, but if you watch the movie, you'll see the characters and it's gonna make sense as to why we have two pinks. She's, a pink girl, So anyways, this one glows off of the nail. And you guys are gonna laugh at me, and I know I'm repeating this over and over, but I also kept gorgeous, so gorgeous. This nail polish glows off of your nail. I don't know how else to put it. And I even sent a clip of this to a follower of mine on Instagram. She was asking me some questions, and I said, look, I'm working on the review. I don't have it yet, but if you have any questions, I'll just help you. And she, whatever. This is one of the questions she had. And when I sent her the clip, she said, it's like glowing off of you or something like that. And I was like, that's exactly what I thought. It glows off of the nail, and it has like some micro shimmery thing in there. Now, I don't know. Maybe like a pearly fin. I don't know how to describe this, but whatever you guys are seeing is showing properly on camera. And then last but not least, the other pink too. Also, commemorate that same character. This one's called Galinda. And this is not buildable, you guys. I'm going to be sharing it here at 1, 2, and 3 coats. And you guys can see that this is not meant to build opacity at all. But yeah, that's it. It's a pretty little shimmery thing. You could use it as a topper. I have it over black. Sure, you can put it over pink, over white, over different things. It does have, the base is a little bit cloudy. But yeah, you're going to have a hard time building up this pinkness in it. So if you want what's in the bottle, you might need a base color that looks like what's in the bottle, and then put this on top of the topper. Now, one thing to note is that this is very even. There's no streakiness, there's no brush strokes, there's no bold spots, nothing. Either at 1, 2, or 3 coats, it looks even and wearable. So if you enjoy nail line, you're not going to have any problem. I think if I have to pick a favorite, it has to be this one. And the red is great. But I mean, come on. All of OPI reds are great. One a little bit darker than the other one. They're all fantastic. This is very, very good, you guys. I think this polish is pretty unique, if you ask me. The whole thing that is like a burgundy and a purple having a baby and adding like rainbow shimmers in there, it's just so good. So maybe if I have to pick a favorite, it will be this one. Overall, it was fun. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I have it. The caps, they're not stickers. They're not, they're printed in the cap. Let me see. I'm trying to remove it. It doesn't fall easily. So the caps are very, very nice. Thank you so much for clicking on my review, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.